Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 15 of our Timberborn playthrough. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the older videos. You can find them in the playlist. And if you're a returning viewer, as always, welcome back. We're excited to have you. We will go through a quick recap of episode 14, and then we'll get into today's video. Before we do, just consider leaving a like and a comment. Let me know what you want me to try out. Really helps with the video engagement, and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on this series as well as others. So in the last episode, we finished off by adding in these 3 large water pumps. We replaced the, I want to say 8 regular water pumps that we had in here. And this is actually so much more efficient, which is awesome. So it's actually going to produce almost twice as much water. The regular water pumps produce 1 water every third of an hour. These produce 5. So the 8 pumps we had before was 1 water every third of an hour. 8 water every third of an hour. This is 15 water every third of an hour, which is great. And it doesn't use 5 times as much. They don't use 5 times as many people either, which is great. But okay. So what else did we get done? I let the beavers finish this building project in between episodes, which is great. And then we also got just some smaller things done around the map. We finally have the chestnuts in, which is going to be great, and we have the little chestnut cooking area in. So these 2 beavers are ready to go. They're just waiting for chestnuts, which is perfect. So hopefully we can get that going. Now, let's see. Ashermort pointed out in the last episode that we should really get the large water tanks, that they are much more efficient on their usage. So what I think we're going to do, I have these set to empty. I don't think they're going to empty, just because, you know, I just don't think that they are, just because. So we're just gonna delete those because we have so much water. And I think it was Jason Jazz pointed out, maybe if I stopped deleting all the rubble right away, we wouldn't have such a problem with our maybe we wouldn't have such a problem with our logs. Jason, you're completely right. Completely right. That being said, I just want to delete all the rubble. It takes so long for them to come in and place it all that, you know what, I just want to get it. I want to get it gone. So with that being said, we are just going to continue deleting rubble, kind of at will, and it'll be okay. We've got plenty of resources. I mean, maybe not plenty, but we have a fair amount of resources. So I'm just going to get that in. And I'm going to say, I don't really know what else we have prioritized, but let's get all of that done. And then we can work on all this dynamite. I'm just going to put this on a medium high priority, all that dynamite. Although this should be on the highest. Okay. So we'll get all this dynamite in here. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to do this on the highest, just so that we can. And you know what? Actually, we don't need this set of stairs. Don't need that. That's not super necessary. Just because we can access everything from right here once we put this platform in. So that's going to be a single and then a triple. And then we can put that back in. So let's prioritize that so that we can actually get in here and lay that dynamite. But okay. So Ashermort, definitely right. We're going to get some large water storage in here. Definitely much more efficient. This is ready to go for our batteries. So we do need to rip out these stairs. Before I do, are we sure that this is ready to go? My initial gut reaction is yes, it is ready to go. Yeah, so you know what? We're gonna go for it. And we're just going to delete all of this scaffolding. Get rid of all that. And you know what? Jason Jazz, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna let them pick this up because this is probably so many logs. Then again, we do have 1.2 thousand logs, so it should be fairly easy to pick all that up. And then over here, I do think we're just gonna delete this staircase because we don't really need it anymore. And we'll let them pick up these resources. Luckily, they can just pick them up by reaching over the side. They're not going to be able to pick up the planks, so we're going to need to make sure that we come back and delete those planks, but that's okay. All right, so we are going to need to hook this power up. In order to do that, we're going to need to sink the power underneath this platform because I want it hidden. In order to do that, we are going to have to rip out this existing path. That is going to be quite involved. Should be okay. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. But, you know, just something to keep in mind. We can go ahead and delete that out so that we can come back in here with more double dynamite and get all of that done, and just make sure we have a kind of a path to reach all this. I love that you can build dynamite on the paths now, just because it allows everything to be connected so much better. But okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this battery setup for now, just to kind of clear the deck, clear the space. So let's get rid of that. And that could be catastrophic. Actually, probably not. We have so many resources that it's really not a huge issue. But let's go ahead and delete all of this. Maybe back to there, and I'm going to delete that one. And then we can pick up all of this rubble. And I just really don't like having them pick up all the rubble. I just want to get rid of it. I want everything to be clean. Clean right away. Just takes so long to pick up all the rubble. That's okay, though. Now, if we go in here to power, we can start to put the batteries in. So these are just going to sit right here. They're going to overhang. And that's just going to look so much cleaner. It's going to look so nice. At least I think. And then that's going to connect into the power right here. So that'll be perfect. And yeah, we're not going to be able to store a lot of these planks. And that's okay. Did they come over and pick these up? No. You know what? Little compromise on that. I'm going to delete those. But okay. So we're working on this. So here's what I'm going to do. Medium high priority on picking up the debris. Except for that one. I do want that one gone. And then highest priority on the dynamite. So work on the dynamite first. And you know what? I'm just going to get rid of that one. That's okay. That's okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go right here. We're going to turn right there. And then, just to keep the continuity here, we're going to do this. And we have a bad tide approaching, which is just fine. And then we're going to hook the power in right there. So this is going to go up and then connect in right here. So that's how we're going to get our power underneath this road. It's just a little hookup like that. Yeah, that should work. Okay. And you know what? I'm comfortable with the amount of resources that we have. So we are just going to delete all of this rubble. Go away. Yes. Yes. Just wasting resources. That's exactly how we like to play this game. Oh, and excellent. Where did I just go? This dynamite is done. So we can delete that out. And that will allow us to put some stairs up here. Really not super necessary, but it'll help us expand our industrial area when the time comes, which will be nice. And we can get more power wheels. What are these called? Oh yeah, we actually have very little power right now. Just the power from these water wheels, which is actually a decent amount, about 1,000. It's not huge, but it's okay. But all right, so what are we working on right now? We are working on this. So let's put that on a medium high priority. Again, got to get the dynamite done first. And as far as the staircase goes, this is going to stay. Yeah, we're going to need that until we get all of these batteries in. So that's going to have to stay. I am going to have to rip out this one because this is where our power is going to connect right here. So I'm going to have to rip out this storage and then all of these platforms to get the power in. So that'll be okay. Yeah, that'll be just fine. Okay. So now some other thoughts that I have, some other projects that I think we could work on. One of them is we are going to be reworking this area. Unfortunately, we have a bad tide coming, so I don't want to do it now just because I don't know if we would finish it by the time the bad tide comes along. I think we would. But I'm just going to wait. Actually, we can do it during the bad tide, but I'm going to wait until the bad tide starts to do that project. And you will see what it is when I start it. It's going to be very exciting. And why they don't just dump it in there, I'm not sure. Is this full up? No, this actually has plenty of storage. Yeah, so we're probably going to have to get a mine going at some point. Although I would like to exhaust all of our other options for metal before we get the mine going, just because I think that would be productive. Now, one thing that I do want to do is I want to somehow get up to this plateau. And the question is, how do we do that? I think the way that we do it is I'm just going to continue this road because it's fairly straight. So why don't we get something like this? And we'll get some stairs coming up here like that. Get that connected. And then how do we want to get over here? I think what we'll do is we will cross right here. So we'll get, maybe we'll get something like that. That's super unnecessary, so we're not going to do that. Maybe we could get like a little bridge. Yeah, that looks nice. Over the bad water. And then I think we'll come up right here. So we'll get some stairs there and there. Like that. And I know what you're probably thinking. We're coming all the way up here for metal? No, we have other plans. The metal is just a side project. Don't get me wrong. A side project that is very valuable, but definitely a side project. That being said, we will go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 of the metal gatherers right there. And that is not a priority. I don't think we're going to get to this in today's episode. Maybe, hopefully, that would be nice. But I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. But anyway, that's okay. So let's see. The bad tide is about to begin, which means this is going to shut off. And we're going to start routing the bad water over here. So what we're going to do, and I think we can get this done because we already have the stairs up here, so this is already connected. I'm going to rip all of this out. and delete the rubble. Go away. So this didn't really hurt anything. Bad water's still just going to flow this way. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put sluice gates down here. I'm going to have them closed below contamination. And then we're going to put levees back on top. And you're probably thinking, like, why? Why are we doing this? You will see. You will see why. So let's go ahead. Let's get that done. That is the highest priority. I mean, finish the dynamite because we're basically almost done with it. But I want to get that done. Just because the way that the water physics work in this game is that whenever you have a drop-off in height, it limits the amount of water that can flow over that drop-off. So I want it to be level with this ground here so that we don't get that drop-off penalty. I'm not sure if I made sense there, but it made sense in my head. Oh, and our chestnuts are growing. Outstanding. Outstanding. But okay. So that will allow us to not have that drop off in flow rate that we would get from dropping it from a height. And you're probably thinking, yes, we should do the same thing right here. And you are, yeah, you're totally correct. Yeah, I'm going to wait until the wet season to do that, though, because I don't want to open this up. I don't want to open this up right now. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to want to drop these sluices down to a lower level. And you're probably thinking that we're getting rid of our waterfall effect. You would be correct, but I do have other thoughts for that that structure over there that I think you guys are going to like. But okay, let's get this dynamited out so that we can now put in our large water tanks. So we're going to have one here. Let's see. I'm going to have one there. So I just want to kind of map this out. We'll delete that. So this one is going to be there and then we'll do another one here and here. Get that connected in. Those stairs are going to interfere. That's okay. We can get rid of those stairs. We don't need them because now we have the other stairs. We have these stairs coming up. So we can just get rid of these, delete the rubble. Sorry to everyone who wants me to keep the rubble and use it. I totally understand. I just don't have the patience for that. Oh, and that's actually too high. All right, not a problem. We can just delete that out. Let's get that dynamite in there. Just for, might as well. Just get it done. Get it done. Get rid of that. And then they can build this platform kind of... I guess we should probably actually get this done fairly quickly. But okay, so that's all going to be water. Tons of water. Just tons and tons. Okay. So that's all going to be water. We got this dynamite in, which is outstanding. Get rid of the stairs. We can hook that all up. So that will all be water. And these are prioritized by haulers. I just had to remember to do that. But okay, so we're adding in the last sluice gate right now, which is perfect. And then we'll put the levees back up on top, which is excellent. And again, really not a super high priority, but might as well. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to shrink this to that width right there. Just too wide. Should totally be doable. We can go ahead and get a path on here so that they can actually build it. And I think I'll put this on a medium high priority. And then we can delete this, shrink the contamination barriers in a ways. And then we can get a little bit more planting space. But that's really not the reason that we're doing this. We're doing this more to just kind of clean up this area. So let's get that going like that. Let's do one of these for now. Actually, let's do this whole side. Highest priority there. Planks, gears, metal blocks. Yeah, we've got all of that, which is perfect. And honestly, we could probably do with a bit more storage for some of those resources, particularly like gears. Yeah, just kind of thinking. We could get a little bit more storage for gears. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. But that's not really a now problem. That's kind of a later on problem. But okay, so we got the sluices done, which is excellent. And now, let's see. Yeah, they're working on this. It's going to be tons of gears. Again, we have a decent amount of gears. I mean, we've got the 2 gear workshops chugging away. And we are working on these platforms, which is really good. I think I'll just bring that path just a little bit closer so that they can kind of work on this from both below and above. But yeah, how many builders? Oh, 30 vacancies. Whoa. That is crazy. So we've got 2 full science facilities that are empty. A whole hauling post. 2 whole hauling posts. Wow. Those are some pretty significant vacancies. And I actually just realized that we only have the 2 builders' huts. So we could definitely get more builders. Although this is making me think that we need more housing so that we can increase our beaver population even further. And I mean, we could definitely add more housing. There are definitely places where we could sneak it in that I think would be super fun, super interesting. We just need to kind of figure out where those places would be. Let me see. This is all the cattail stuff, so I could delete this. Just because I do actually have an interesting idea for like a little bit of housing. So let me... You guys are probably going to think I'm crazy. That's for cattail flower. There we go. So we will delete all of that. I am going to delete all this rubble. I am going to delete this path. We just kind of have to remember how to put that back in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sorry for all the pauses. I actually have quite a cold, and I'm turning off my mic so that I can cough because I figured you guys probably wouldn't want to hear that. But that's okay. So we're gonna get some dynamite in here, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some platforms, some overhangs, so we can actually get a little bit of housing kind of overhanging right here. I think that could look cool. Kind of overhanging over these campfires. That could be kind of interesting. So you'll have to let me know kind of what we think of that plan. Because we have these really long platforms. And the question is that actually long enough? I don't know. It's actually not. It needs to be one longer. So if I get rid of that, So I actually do need that in. And then I need a double right here. And if we go into well-being, and I finally get this contemplation spot, can I build a platform over that? No, I can't. Interesting. Well, that's okay. We'll get a double platform in right there, either way. So let's get all of that built. I guess they're gonna build this first, and that's okay. We do need a place to store some water, so we'll get that built. The bad tide is about to end, which is perfect. We do just need to wash out all of that bad water. Which should wash out pretty quick. Let's see. Yeah, so that just closed now. This one is still open because the contamination is still a little high. It's just washing all that out. Okay, so not a huge concern. Let's come over here. Did they get any of this built? No. It's just because they're working on all of this. All right, so we got one storage done. So that should get filled up pretty quick. And then this one is actually getting built very quickly. We have everything we need for it: metal blocks, gears, and planks. So that should get built very quickly. We really need to get our batteries hooked back up, but again, not a super high priority. Again, sorry about those pauses. But okay, so this will get built, and then hopefully, I think that this is the only other thing that's on the highest priority. Yeah, because we've got this is on medium priority. But okay. So that's got everything it needs. That's okay. So that means that tomorrow they should come over here and build this, which would be good. That way we can start to plan out. Oh, and a lot of these actually already have their dynamite, which is good. That way we can plan out a little housing overhang. And I think that would be really nice. I really love trying to maximize every little space. Just because I think that just really kind of makes the whole world or the whole map kind of come together. But okay. So now we've got all of this dynamite in. Let's go ahead and dynamite this out. And now we're going to need the 3s right here. And then the 4s, the 5s, and the... Oh, I guess that was long enough right there. Wait, is it? Let me see. So if I grab a house... Yeah, it totally was long enough. Okay, so then take this out. I guess I was just looking at it wrong. We can put our shrub back in, and then we can put our double platform right here. And we'll get those built. And then we'll grab this max length right here, and then this is where our path is going to be. Kind of coming down here like that. And now, if we grab our houses... Oh, look at that. That is just perfect. And you know what? A nice beaver statue just kind of overlooking the whole area. And you guys pointed out that we need to start unlocking monuments. So why don't I unlock the first one? Ooh. That could work. That could actually work really nicely. Kind of right there, just centered. Or down here at the end. Kind of overlapping the entire well-being area. Yeah, let's do that. What does this need? Oh, just tons of logs. Perfect. And what about this one? Ooh. What do we think of that? How does that look? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Here, let me throw in some roofs to kind of complete the look. What do we think? Does that look good? Yeah, I like it. I think that that's going to look good. So that's going to be our new housing area. What does this take? Oh, just tons of planks. Okay, so we've got all the resources that we need for this. And let's get all of this built. There we go. And now we just need to come back in here and put the buildings back in that were here. So those were there, and then we had storage, and we'll back that off just to fill the space. But this will be cattail flour, and these will be cattail crackers. There we go, cattail crackers. This one's going to be set to obtain. These are going to make cattail crackers highest workplace priority. Again, we don't have any excuse me. We don't have any cattail. Excuse me. Yeah, we don't have any cattail growing yet, so it's going to be a minute on that, but yeah, this should get built fairly quickly. And I think that should be awesome when it's done. That should be a really great thing. But okay, so we got these barriers in. We're still working on the levees. And let's see, I would love to drop this down. So if we were going to do that, should I just drop it all the way to the bottom? Probably, right? So let's get rid of that. We're going to flood the entire area, obviously. But let's go ahead and get sluice gates down here on the bottom. And then we'll do levees coming all the way up there. And this will be the highest priority. We'll just get that path on there. So did we flood everything? Yeah, pretty much. Not terrible, though. Not too bad. It wasn't that much water. But okay. So these sluice gates, I want them to be open. Yeah, close above a contamination level. Perfect. And those should be set to the highest priority. Yeah. And we should have plenty of time, so not a huge issue. Although they are prioritizing all of this, which does make sense. And these platforms, yeah, they just take logs, planks, and metal blocks, all of which we have tons of, which is great. Our resources really are coming together. And then I guess this doesn't really need to be a priority because we're not even growing cattails yet. But oh, we are making chestnuts, grilled chestnuts. Excellent. And how many chestnuts do we have? Not a ton. Kind of looks like we're gathering them about as quickly as we can. Yeah, we're not even... Yeah, we'll get that going. We'll get that going eventually. And they haven't even started on this. We got so many things to build. We really need more builder beavers. That is what we really need. So, it's kind of an awkward spot right here. I don't really know what we can do with that. I'm sure we can figure something out. But would it be good to add in another builder hut? Like right there? Maybe. Might as well. Get more builders. The faster we get builders, the faster we get more houses. The faster we get more houses, the more beavers we can have. Okay. And this is just going to take a ton of logs, and this is going to take a ton of planks. But okay, I'm going to drop this down so that we get that builder's hut done. I'm also going to drop this down, and then I'm just going to drop, let's see, all of this down to a medium low. I guess we'll leave that on medium. Drop that down. Yeah. So just a little reprioritizing so we can actually get this done. Just so we can get a little bit more, a few more builders. Because that'll be good. All right, so that's done now. So that gives us a few more builders. So we can bring this back up. And then, yeah, get that done. This is going to take so many resources. Oh, that's okay. 400 planks. Luckily, we have 1.7K. So, we do have plenty of planks and a fair number of logs. Plenty of logs to get done what we're working on. Anyway. And then I guess, you know what? Let's just get a little platform there just to help us kind of build from multiple directions. That should be good. Okay. So. Yeah, this is just going to take ages. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just a quick, not a time lapse, but I'll see you guys in a minute once they got most of this stuff done. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, and the beavers actually got a ton of stuff done right here. So they got this whole housing area done. And then if we go over here, they're doing really good on finishing up this narrowing of this channel. And then we also got the sluices in right here. And those are functioning properly. So much more to come over here. I've got hopefully something that you're really going to like over here. But anyway, as of now, if we go into our well-being, you can see that the farmer monument is doing pretty good, and then the brazier of bonding is doing really well. But I think we can do even better. Add in a couple more of those, and we're going to do it right here. So I'm actually going to get rid of this and this. And then, as always, just delete the rubble. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab the 3s, and we're going to go right here and right here. And then we'll just add in a couple platforms right here, put that path back in, and then maximum priority all of this. And then if we go into our monument, we can go ahead and put a farmer there and a brazier of bonding right there. And that will be perfect. And I think, you know what? We'll just max all of that out. And that'll be great. That should get built super quick. Yeah, the beavers just stopped coming over here to work, which is great. They're also making a decent amount of progress on the batteries, which is good. And that's probably going to be a next episode thing, getting that hooked up. But getting these monuments built is really what we want. Because as a bunch of people in the comments pointed out, the monuments, the well-being score improves the beavers' stats. It makes them faster. It makes them carry more. It just overall makes them much better at doing anything. So getting some monuments in and really boosting up that well-being as high as we can get it is going to be key for sure. But this should be great. So getting this narrowed up is going to be good. I also want to go in here. I'm going to unlock the impermeable floor because we're going to need that for one of the stages of this project that I have planned. And then we're going to get something like this. And I'm going to actually do 2s here, and then 4s. Yeah, that'll be good. And we're going to use these impermeable floors and just seal this off. Seal that off. And that is, honestly, I don't think it's actually necessary because I think that this channel is going to be wide enough to accommodate the bad tide. I just want to do it because I think it's going to look nice. And who knows, maybe we'll use impermeable floors as they're actually designed to be used at some point. But I think for now, that's just going to look cool. I have seen a lot of people on YouTube make, essentially pressurized pipe systems with the impermeable floors, and I think that is very cool. So maybe we will do that. We just need to figure out how we will do that and kind of where we will do that. But for now, I think that this is going to work. And you know what? Let's just do medium high priority on the on that. But we're going to do highest priority on the batteries. Yeah, because this is actually almost done. So highest priority on the batteries, medium high priority on the impermeable floor setup here, just to kind of seal that in. Again, really don't think it's necessary, but just want to do it. Just because I think it'll look nice. And then, how are we doing? Yeah, so the brazier bonding didn't quite get finished up today, and that's okay. It will get done eventually. And now we can actually start to back this path off here and start to put in our other set of batteries on the other side. So this is going to be really, it's going to hold a ton of power, probably way more than we'll ever need. But it's a cool project, so might as well get it done. And what are they working on as a higher priority? Oh, I guess they're really, a beaver just doesn't want to come over here and get the brazier done. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. And by kind of, I mean, not really at all. But that's okay. So why don't we get some paths through here? Because we're going to lay a bit more dynamite in here, obviously. And by a bit more, I mean we're basically going to cover this entire area with dynamite and just bring this whole thing down. And that'll be perfect. Although I do actually want to get up here. The way that I'm actually going to do that is we're just going to do singles here, highest priority, so that they actually come and lay those. There we go. So now let's check it out. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, we're doing much better now. But guys, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. So if you guys enjoyed it, definitely consider leaving a like and a comment below. Let me know how you think this series is going, things you want me to try out, things you want me to try in the future, and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on this series as well as others. I got some really fun series that I think you guys are going to like planned in the future. And man, again, sorry for that cough. And if you are willing and able, consider supporting the channel on Patreon so I can bring more content that you guys enjoy to all of you. Until the next episode, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then. Thanks.